Hey guys, Florin here. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how I created this simple project for the 100 days 100 project challenge. Ever had to build a project or an app that needed some sort of key event listeners on it? Maybe a game where you have to check whether the user pressed one of the arrow keys or the space bar or something, and you had to check with JavaScript which key was pressed? This project is perfect for that because it shows you quickly what key was pressed and what key code does that key have. So there are a lot of keys involved. So let's see how it works. So if we press a letter, we can see now that it shows we pressed L or O or P here in the left, and then here in the center we get the key code for that key. There's a lot of keys here. And also here in the right we have the codes. For example, if we press space, it says space, or the arrow keys, which one, or the numpads. So yeah, this is a simple project that we're going to create in this tutorial. I was inspired by this project created by Wes Boss, where it works pretty much the same. When we press key, it shows the key code or the ASCII code, and then here in the bottom you can see the event key, location, event code, and all that fun stuff. Also, if you want to check out some of the other projects I created for the 100 Days 100 Project Challenge, I'll put a link in the description below. So far we are at day 60. So yeah, let's get into today's tutorial. Alright, so here we have an empty Cocker project. Let's write the HTML. First we have a div with an ID of insert, like this. We're going to use this as a placeholder for all the tags we're going to insert via JavaScript. By default, it will have a placeholder text, which will say press any key to get the event key code, so that the user knows what he has to do. Okay, that's pretty much it. Now for the CSS, let's style it, remove the box. Not remove, change the box sizing to border box. Then on the body, let's center everything with flexbox, display flex, align item center, and justify content center. Add a height onto the viewports and the margin of 0 to have everything in the center. Great. Let's also change the background color to make it prettier. Just a little bit, better for the eyes also. Okay, and now for the key, which will be that little box in the middle of the screen. We have a border, 1 pixel solid, 999, a background color of EE. Okay, let's add some padding, a font size, 20 pixel to make it bigger. Also, let's use, I have here a font from Google Fonts. We don't need just a variant. Okay, put that on the body, font family, like that. Sans serif. Okay, great, so it looks better. Also, let's add a box shadow. 1 pixel, 1 pixel, 3 pixels, and black with a little bit of opacity, just to add a little bit of depth to it. Okay, so this is one key, but when we're going to press a key on our keyboard, we're going to swap this and display the three information boxes. Let's do that quickly in JavaScript. So we had this div with ID insert. We're going to use it. Const insert like that. Document get element by ID, and we're going to add window add event listener for the key down event. So when the key is pressed down, here we have the event and an arrow function. Let's see what this E contains. Console log E. Let me inspect. It's here, okay. I hope you can see it. So in the console, when we're pressing a letter, you can see here we have a keyboard event emitted. And here we can see the key is A, the key code is 65, that's the ASCII code, and we have the code key A. So these three properties we're going to need. So let's extract it from the event. Let const key, KeyCode, and code from E. So this is pretty much, if you don't know the structuring, this is pretty much saying something like const key equals e.key, const KeyCode is e.KeyCode, so and so on. It's just a shorthand. Okay, and now that we have this data, all we need to do is to swap out the inner HTML on the insert. So inner HTML, and we're going to create the tags inside. So we'll have a div with a class of key, close the div, and here we'll say key. Let's copy this 2 more times. Here we'll have KeyCode and also code. Okay, let's check this out. Oops, sorry, forgot to add the insert.inner HTML. You probably are yelling at your screen now. Okay, so now you can see when we're pressing a key, we have the data. It doesn't look pretty yet, so let's fix that. Also, let's add a small tag underneath the information to let us know what this information is. So here we have event.key, and on the other two we have event.KeyCode and event.code. Okay, this is just a small information for the user, something like that. Yeah, so it pretty much works. One thing to note is that when we press the space key, you can see that here in the first box can't see the space, because, well, it's a space. So we can make a little adjustment here, and we can create a ternary operator to check if e.key is the space, then we can write space, otherwise just output the key. So now we have the letters, okay, and when we press space, it says space here. Okay, that's pretty much it with JavaScript. Only a little bit of CSS left for styling, and we're done. So here on the key, let's add the margin, 10 pixels, make it be inline flex. Okay, so now they're on the same row. Also, let's style the small tag, give it another color, and we want to remove it from the box and maybe write it above. So for that, we're going to position it absolute, top minus 24 pixels, and left 0, and width 100%. It disappeared, but if we're going to add position relative, it will appear on the top there. Okay. Let's add the max min width of 150 pixels, something like that, and center everything. And for the inside text, we want to add a line item center, flex direction column. Okay, so now they're basically on top of each other. Yeah, and let's make it more obvious by adding font weight bold. And for that we need to put back this 300, 700, or maybe just the 700 one, the font. Okay, so yeah, now you have this little project which shows you every key, what KeyCode has and what code it has. There were a lot of key references in this small project, but it was quite fun. We learned how to work with the key down event. Thank you for watching. If you like the tutorial, make sure you subscribe and give it a like and share and all the fun stuff. See you in the next one. Bye.